The next great event which will be discussed is the incident which took place before humans were sent to earth, and is mentioned in chapter 7 Al-Araf, verses 172 to 173 of the Holy Quran.
And mention, when your Lord took from the children of Adam from their loins their descendants and made them testify of themselves, saying to them, Am I not your Lord? They said, Yes, we have testified. This, lest you should say on the day of resurrection, Indeed, we were of this unaware. Or, lest you say, It was only that our fathers associated others in worship with Allah before, and we were but descendants after them. Then would you destroy us for what the falsifiers have done?
All humans were brought forth so that they could take this pledge to Allah, the Exalted. The lesson to understand behind this incident is that all people accepted Allah, the Exalted, as their Lord. Meaning, the one who created them, sustains them, and the one who will judge their deeds on the Day of Judgment. It is important for all Muslims to fulfill this pledge through sincere obedience to Allah, the Exalted, by fulfilling His commands, refraining from His prohibitions, and by facing destiny with patience according to the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, so that they find peace of mind and body in both worlds. Chapter 16 An-Nahl, verse 97.
Whoever does righteousness, whether male or female, while he is a believer, we will surely cause him to live a good life, and we will surely give them their reward in the hereafter according to the best of what they used to do.
The main verse indicates that Allah, the Exalted, did not ask the creation if they were His servants. Instead, He asked them if He was their Lord. This is an indication that the will of Allah, the Exalted, should always come before the will and desire of a person. If a Muslim has a choice between pleasing Allah, the Exalted, or someone else, this pledge should remind them that the pleasure of Allah, the Exalted, must come first. This question is also an indication of the infinite mercy of Allah, the Exalted, as He hinted the answer to the creation by wording it as He did. This shows Muslims that even though Allah, the Exalted, is the Lord who will judge their deeds, yet He is also infinitely merciful. The effect of this covenant is deeply embedded in the hearts of all mankind. In fact, this is the nature which has been indicated in a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 6755. From this one can understand that it is important for people not to search for the truth after making their minds up beforehand, and then search for evidence which supports their predetermined belief. Only those who open their minds without making a predetermined decision will unlock this covenant which has been embedded deep in their hearts. In fact, having an open mind is important in all issues, not just in matters of faith, as it helps one to find the truth and the best path. This attitude strengthens society and always encourages peace between people. But the stubbornness of those who predetermine their choices will always create wedges between members of a society, which can affect people on a national level. It is important for Muslims not to always believe they are correct in worldly matters, otherwise they will adopt this stubborn attitude. This will prevent them from accepting the opinions of others, which will lead to arguments, enmity, and fractured relationships. Therefore, this attitude should be avoided at all costs. The fact that this covenant is deeply embedded in a person's heart indicates that it is a duty on Muslims to uncover it. This will lead one to certainty of faith, which is much stronger than faith based on hearsay, meaning being told by one's family that they are a Muslim. Certainty of faith allows a Muslim to overcome all difficulties successfully in this world while fulfilling their religious and worldly duties. One only fails in tests and their duties because of weakness in their faith. Certainty of faith is only obtained by gaining and acting on the knowledge found within the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Chapter 41 Fussilat, verse 53.
We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves, until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth.
The final part of the main verse warns mankind not to blindly imitate others. It is important for people to use the intelligence they have been granted, and avoid behaving like cattle. Blindly following others is an unacceptable excuse in a worldly court. Then how can it be accepted in the court of Allah, the Exalted? Blind imitation is something which has been criticized in Islam, as a Muslim has been commanded to use their common sense and intelligence in order to recognize the truthfulness and importance of sincerely obeying Allah, the Exalted. Chapter 12 Yusuf, verse 108.
Say, this is my way. I invite to Allah with insight, I and those who follow me.
Therefore, one must learn and act on Islamic knowledge in order to appreciate its clear proofs, so that they follow it with certainty. This will ensure they remain firmly on the sincere obedience of Allah, the Exalted, in all situations, such as patience in difficulties and grateful in times of ease, both of which involve using the blessings one has been granted in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted, as outlined in the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Over 400 free ebooks, audiobooks, infographics, podcasts and blogs available on our website, www.shaykhpod.com.